folks. It's just that sometimes that gets to my mind to think about this. Divorce and separation is more common than ever than before. Myself, that is in the position, and we might, getting back together with my partner, and it made me realize that it's inevitable in the current society. And whether it's called freedom, whether it's called relief, it's just that the more I look at in today's world is the fact that a man and a woman can't continuously be together all the time. You get sick and tired, or you make up some excuses, or make some wild imagination, false imagination that person is horrible, bad, because of the social media or what you deal with telling you it's bad. My phone yesterday was randomly calling one of my but one of my classmates, right? We used to do aged care. And like I said, auto dialed. I didn't know what to say, and just we answered the phone. And it turns out, she told me she has gone through a divorce since 2023. She's relieved, she's happy, but depressed because of financial or X, Y, Z. And I told her that marriage, or whether you decide to be a long life partner, right, is that it is not only just the main issue is about love, right? It's about survival. You can hate each other, rip each other apart, whatever it is, but you have two tribes coming together, and you're married, and you have extended family members. And when you have gone through like that, and you decide to divorce, you lose your assets and everything, and you think the grass is green at the other side. And when you go through that, it becomes very, very tauntful process, right? It is gone to the stage where more and more people are going to that stage. Is that it's like a problem resolver. And when you go through that, and you're going through that stage, especially when you have a child in the middle of the picture, it makes things 10 times harder, especially with your emotion. Because every time you see a child, you see the half of your other ex-partner, the DNA. You can see the DNA of your side. And there's many questions, many answers that are unresolved. Kids go to school who unable to attend certain activities, or they feel left out because X, Y, and Z is not together. And whether they start a new family life, new marriage, whatever how it is, it's not gonna be the same. So all I can say is the fact that it is very, very sad, and it's so normalized to see in today's world that it is going through that direction. Separation has taught me how important it is during the relationship, and I can see my mistake and how can I change. And unfortunately in today's world, like me, I better shut my mouth and kowtow the whole thing. And it's up to us how much longer can you play the game, and how much you can go in and step out. And that is a very difficult thing, because your values, ethics, morals, especially when you're dating or married to someone who is very different from your culture. We like the mixed relationship. We go into it and we're unsure about the whole thing. We try to analyze it, but we're unsure. But going back to the survival part, the reason why would I say it's survival is because especially when it comes to midlife crisis, and as well with going through a stage where you're going to be retirement. It is really up to the power couple how much you have retained the saving to prolong the survival, the game. And when you go through it, and whether you get even you reach the age pension, before you reach the age pension, you probably have used up your savings or whatever. Who's going to employ you when you're 65 years old or 60 years old or 55 years old? And obviously your lifestyle is very cautious. When you're young, newly married, you're married at a young age, right? There's a lot of expenditures that husband and wife fought for many times and went to work many times. So I'm just rubbing my eyes. My eyes are itchy at the moment. Oh gosh, that hurt. And I'm looking at my bank statement right now, the way how I spend my money. And I'm pretty sure as I get older, I'm going to regret the way how I spend. It's not like I'm having a lavish lifestyle, go holidays every, 2-3 times a year. I don't have that sort of lifestyle. But also to go through this level, it makes me question a lot. Is it necessary to spend? Because as you get older, you have a different view. I've got a client, parents who retired and have 12 years before one of them passed away. They have $1 million savings in their bank account, or if it's including super. Alright. How much you reckon they have used up within the million? Between husband and wife, doesn't go out something lavish, just a simple lifestyle. And the answer is 600,000. So roughly annually, between husband and wife, sustaining a home that is being paid off, you're paying that much price, it's around $50,000 per annum. Alright. And when you have like that, it questions a lot how expensive it is in life. That once upon a time, during the young age, you worked it through, not going through divorce, paid off the house, worked very hard, and cherished the moment through. And when you have like that, you work it through, and as you get old, you enjoy the stuff that you have. And when you get to that stage, I'm pretty sure you will sell your property to fund your lifestyle or your retirement age. Could you imagine they went through divorce, through their, relationship or whatever? They wouldn't enjoy that $1 million. They wouldn't enjoy the property that they have. You destroyed everything for your survival. Life is not cheap. Pensions maybe cost you, what I heard is like $800 a fortnight. Some people get $1,000 a fortnight. It's not good at all, right? It's not enough to live on. But if you do have savings, it does make a huge difference. Or you have assets, makes a huge difference. So many of them blind-eyed and gone through divorce and not to see the real consequence that hits them later in life. It brings out lots of them, and we watch a lot of videos about it, especially for women who regret their divorce a lot of the time when they hit around close to 40s and 50s when they go through divorce, because they start to realize they haven't built up their superannuation, and whether they spend money reckless and life thought it's a lot greener, where life is so expensive, very vulnerable. Even when you do shared accommodation, you're sharing with other people, so you feel vulnerable, scared, not used to having a family or husband and wife in one house protect you, guide you, hug them, snuggle them, and just passing by to enjoy the moment that they shared throughout their journey. They got no one to share with. That was the conversation that I explained to my client, classmate, to let her know that it's not that green on the other side, and she cannot even afford to buy a form of McDonald's meal for their kids. She was just surviving on Centrelink or government payment, child support, family tax A and B, rental assistance, all that, just enough to live on. I remember when I went to Bali, in the Western world we don't see any of this stuff, but seeing like a single mom with 2 kids homeless begging for money. And in the Western world, a man has child support with government support at the same time. It is not very green to look at the whole thing. There's no good balance with the whole thing. So yeah.